And there's never been any feedback from government around investigation on those sort of attacks. So we will be surprised to then see this government giving us investigation on the latest assassination of Comrade Thulane. This government has been notorious on never bother to investigate attacks on properties and lives of activists. We still do not have information around what happened to the many people that were killed in June, July, and all those that were killed after that massacre.
Now, Mlungisi, I'd like us to go back also to your earlier point about this particular hit list. What more can you tell us about it? Because you're saying that people have fled the country. Are you in a position to tell us who are those who have fled the country, and who are some of those who you are saying that have been part of this particular hit list?
Well, for instance, when one talk about those who have been forced to flee the country, just to mention about but a few, our own National Organizing Secretary, Comrade Penuel Malinga, has been forced to leave the country after 3 attempts have been made on his life, including the latest one where more than 30 cartridges were found at his home after him and his family survived the attack. One of the leading human rights lawyers who's representing many of the suspects who had been recently arrested, Maxwell Nkambule, had been forced to flee the country after there was an attempt on his life. And many of us have been forced to flee the country. You would remember that my own home was bombed using military mortar bombs. So the list is long. When it comes to the list of those on the hit list, unfortunately, they did not disclose the names, but we know for a fact that most of those who are featuring on those lists are the leading activists and political party figures that have been a constant attack.
Let's talk about, the Troika today, the SADC Troika discussing the issues of Eswatini. Do you have any information of how those discussions went?
Indeed, we are quite heartened as the people of Swaziland for the fact that Troika did honor Comrade Thulane, who had been a ceaseless campaigner for peace and dialogue in our country, who has ensured that he attacked most of these Troika meetings on the sidelines to do lobby. But also we saw from this communique that they released